Today we're going to be installing these butcher block countertops after the concrete countertop fiasco or failure. So the plan is they're not quite long enough to make it all the way. So I'm going to 45 it here. Put the other piece at a 45 obviously. Then slide it all the way, and then put my 8 or 10 inch piece over here. One thing I didn't know about these butcher block tops, you have to seal them within 2 days. Otherwise, I guess they could dry out and split. So that's the plan. Let's get after it. Is there a little red light? Okay, so I'm setting up to make a 45 degree angled cut. Here we go, continuing the line. If it's off even a little bit, it won't match up. Do this. So I think I've got the right angle going here. 45. 45. Yeah, we're good. So I don't know if you guys saw the chips out of the... Oh, I got a little bit there. But it's a lot better with the tape on it anyways. Okay, so I'm finding my 45. This time I'm remembering to put the masking tape on. If we get the masking tape down good, maybe it won't splinter. It's super critical to get your angle right. Otherwise, you're gonna have a gap. Now the reason I'm doing it, cutting this first, is I have maybe 15 extra inches of top. So if I screw this up like I did last time, I can just move it over and then I'll cut this later. Okay, so what I was saying is make sure you have enough board out on this side to line your saw up. Otherwise you could be off just a tiny bit. And it's super critical to start straight and end straight. Good. Okay, so we've measured 30 inches from the corner to the side there, and we've measured 30 inches from the side here. Don't forget our tape. Okay. We're gonna biscuit joint that together. I found out that my shoe base for this saw is crooked. So when I'm trying to run across a guide, it doesn't never go straight. So we're not guiding this one, we're just gonna... This one's not super critical. As it doesn't have to meet up with another piece of countertop. It's just gonna be over there on its own, so... So that's the piece. This is the piece we're gonna see if it fits in there right now.
Oh, sorry.
Let's see here. It is tight. Okay. There we go. That's good enough. I imagine we're going to put some type of backsplash on there, so I wanted to match that, and I'm definitely going to have backsplash over there. So all we have to do is biscuit joint these together and stain it and urethane it. Okay, let's take these apart and join them together and glue them. Okay, before I take this off, I want to make some marks for the biscuit joiner. I'm going to put 4 in there. Yeah, we're making marks for this side too. This one's probably going to need more than 4. Okay, 5 there. So I think I have the biscuit joiner set up to cut in the middle of that. There's the biscuits. I'm going to glue them in. I didn't want to get it on the top there. I'm over here now. Kind of want them in the middle. There you go. Okay, everybody, this is what we got so far. We biscuit jointed these together, and I didn't have clamps long enough. What I did was just jam these shims in the wall, and then started to put some wood filler in there. I just have to sand that off. So all we got to do is seal this we're actually going to stain it too. Stain it and seal it. And that's what we're going to do right now after we sand that wood filler off. There's the other little piece. It goes over the dishwasher. I believe this is much better than the concrete countertops that we failed on. I really like it. Anyway, we're almost done. Okay, everybody, this is the stain we're using. This is the bottom of it. Figure I'd do all sides. I'm wiping it off quickly so it doesn't get too dark. Although it's the bottom, so it won't matter. Flip it over. Do the top. Wow, I really love these. That's just with the stain, but I can already tell I'm gonna love this. I took the shims out of the slab and I'm going to try to stain the bottom of this and the top. At least 2 coats is recommended on that. Okay, so the plan is now I've gotten the oil on the bottom side and not the top yet because I'm going to wait till I actually set the top in place. I'm only going to put 1 coat of poly on the bottom side and 2 coats on the top. Sanding lightly with like 220 grit sandpaper before the top coat. The idea, I guess, of sealing all sides is so that the bottom doesn't absorb moisture, more moisture than the top, and it could warp the top. So we're sealing all sides. It says stir it, don't shake it, because you don't want to create air bubbles. So I'm just gluing this top on with liquid nails. Okay. Let's see if I can lift it on without making a huge mess. Okay, now I got to stain this thing and urethane it before I go home. All right, guys, time to stain the top. Same thing. I don't want to leave it on too long to make it too dark, so I wipe it right off. Also, I would suggest using either a bigger brush or just your rag. You could probably just pour some on here and wipe it off, but try not to make a mess. And this is the only brush I had right now. I bought a new one for the polyurethane though, but I didn't think to buy one for the stain. I have some other brushes, but they have too much paint on them. You know, to tell you the truth, I actually like the other side of this top is a lot nicer, but it's rough. Like, it has a lot more knots and it's not as smooth, so we went with this side, but the other side is beautiful. But I think this is meant to be the top because it's finished better. And I am so much happier with this countertop than I would have been with the concrete. To me, this is just beautiful. I just love wood. Maybe everybody doesn't like it too much, but I love the look of wood. And honestly, it's so much easier. It's crazy how much easier it is. How much less work, I should say. Yep, this is the very first butcher block countertop that I have done. I've done a few laminate ones. The only laminate that I really like doing, or that I think's worth doing, is a plywood top with the laminate glued on and an oak edge, then some type of a router, like a bevel router. I think that's worth it. I'm just not I said I'm not a fan of laminate. What I'm not a fan of is the particle board that it's usually glued to. The laminate itself is fine. It's nice and durable. I just don't like particle board at all. So there's one thing good about particle board though. It's always flat. You get plywood you get at the lumber yard, you know, it's not usually flat, but you can screw it down to the countertop and make it flat. To the cabinets. Almost done. Well, I still got to put one coat of polyurethane on it tonight. Done with the stain. No more staining. Okay, one coat of polyurethane and I'm going home. Second coat will be tomorrow. Now I'm skeptical that I'm going to be stopping at 2 coats just by the looks of that other slab. I'm probably going to do 3 or 4, honestly. I could be wrong though. I just remember doing this on some boat parts, and I think I put 6 coats on that thing, on that mahogany, and boy, it was shining. The more coats you sand lightly in between each coat, the more coats you put on, the smoother this is gonna get. And the shinier it's gonna get. So yeah, I guess that's why they say a minimum of 2 coats. Because the first coat, I don't know, it kind of looks a little rough to me. We could have gotten away with buying a quart of this stuff, but I didn't know how many coats I was gonna put on, so I bought a full gallon. It's way cheaper to buy it by the gallon if you're gonna use it anyway. If you're not going to use it, I guess you're wasting money. We'll use it on something. Well, did I miss any spots? No, I'm not done yet, but just worried I missed something. Yeah, I did. Right there. Next coat's going to be in the morning. So here it is in the morning after the first coat. I guess it's hard to see, but there's that one. There's the other one. Okay, so we're going to, I'm going to quickly light sand it with some 320 sandpaper. So just make sure you wipe it off before you recoat it. Get all the dust off. Now we can put a second coat on it. Okay. Now this is the second coat here. It only takes about 10 or 15 minutes to put each coat on, so probably going to do at least one more coat after this and then check it how it looks. Oh, I wanted to show just a sec. I wanted to show you those the leftover pieces from here. So this is the mitered cut from the end of there. We got two of these like this, and I just coated them in mineral oil. So we got two of these. Maybe we could use these for corner shelves somewhere. Maybe not here because that's the refrigerator, but they would fit in a corner somewhere. And then we got two like that. I don't know. That could be just a regular cutting board that you set up on there and chopped your vegetables. We did just the mineral oil because it'd be food safe if you did want to use it for a cutting board. Yeah, so anyway, that's pretty cool that you can use the scraps for other stuff. Okay, guys, this is the finished countertop. And I think it turned out pretty awesome. There's going to be a backsplash here, so we're not worried about painting the wall there. So yeah, it's all dry. And I think it looks awesome. I'm really happy with it. A few things, a few tips for getting it nice and even like this. Each coat, this is actually with I believe 4 coats of polyurethane on top of this. So the first 3 coats, they're not super critical about getting it to melt in. And I guess by that I mean when you do the final coat, you want to make sure you get enough polyurethane on there, not too much, but enough to where when the brush strokes settle out, it will it will melt in and you won't have the brush strokes. So I kind of figured that out. So there's that piece. And then the other piece, I think it looks just as good. So yeah, you can see it without the glare, but you can tell how nice and shiny it is. I believe this will be the front edge. I believe this is the front edge. I don't know. So yeah. So that's going to go over the dishwasher in that area. I think I already said that 100 times, but so there it is over the dishwasher. We ordered the cabinet for that, but it got destroyed when Home Depot ordered it and it got shipped. So we have to wait a little while longer to get the cabinet. Dishwasher's going to go over, and then the cabinet, I think it's a 10 or a 12-inch cabinet, is going to go there. I think it's just one door on it. So anyway, that's kind of what it'll be like. Anyway, thanks for watching, everybody. Let me know what you think in the comments. Like and subscribe. Have a nice day.